I was having a conversation with a friend of mine or whatever case may be, and he was like, yo, hey, I really like this female or whatever case may be, but after talking with her, after speaking with her, you know, I realized that, she had a high body count. And I was like, well, if you feeling her, you know what I'm saying, give her a chance, give her an opportunity or whatever. And he's like, well, hey man, I just can't be with anybody that I know that has been with a lot of other people. So I wanted to ask you guys a question. Does the body count matter? Them having multiple sexual partners at some point in time throughout their life, will that affect you in your relationship, or will that deter you from actually getting into a relationship? I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to be with someone who doesn't, know their way around a bedroom. And I think you definitely have to have experience, so that way you can know what to do. But, how much experience? That is the real question. How much experience is too much? How much experience? You are getting a doctorate degree in sexual activity. You are going above the average person. You have slept with entire teams. But seriously, how much is too much? I was checking out a video from the funny man, Mr. Peterson, and he was playing this by I forgot his name. And I also seen something from Kevin Samuels or whatever. So I was sitting down and I was listening to these videos, and I'm gonna play some snippets of these videos or whatever, these clips, so that way you guys can kind of hear what people are saying, and then we're gonna have a conversation afterwards. All right, let's get into this, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it.
Let's see. That I am a gold digging, manipulative, evil, whorebag slut who has no real talent, who has sucked and fucked her way to the top, and is a overhyped, below average looking girl with clout, who is only relevant because of her ass.
I see you.
Oh, damn.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me. Guess I'm addicted to the good.
I had no idea it was gonna be music. Jesus Christ. Let me go to the next one. Hold on. Let me go to the next one if I can. Let's see.
Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to find those clips. I might be able to. Hold on. Let me see. I might still be able to do it, y'all. It all depends. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't want to stop the video or whatever. Salute. I see you. Gwen is in the building. Jada LaRue, Miss Curling. Salute. Talking with Tommy D. Tommy D, you're doing some very positive things, brother. I like it. You're showing that the work that you're putting in to help the community out. I love it. But back to the conversation, folks. I'm about to get on the road. About to give me something to eat. Yeah, I just thought it was very interesting that, you know what I'm saying, in regards to the body count. Like if your girl or the guy that you're dating, you know what I'm saying, you're interested in them, you're saying, hey, you know what, I see the potential in you. I like what you do. I like your attitude. I like the way you carry yourself. You seem to be educated. You seem to be positive, but you just have a high body count. Does that deter you from pursuing the relationship? Does that say, yeah, but and does it matter? Like, let's say those were your college days. Those is like 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. So does it matter now? Does it matter today? Being promiscuous, does it matter? I think for me, this is just for me, but I think for me, it would only matter depending on how you're still dealing with those people. Do they still have access to you? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all sex texting right? Every now and then. Do they still have access to you? Is this something that's continuously reoccurring? I think that is what I would say would be the issue for me. You know, it's one thing to say, hey, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, I used to do X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. But it's back in the day today. It's back in the day tonight. It was back in the day last week. And I think a lot of people, would agree. Some people say, hey, whatever you do in your household or whatever you do when you're not with me, it is what it is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that, you know what I'm saying, because here's the thing, man, you know, your safety, your sexual safety, a lot of people don't care about you in general. So sex wise, depending on if you're having safe sex, and even if you are, I mean, you could have, you know, some stuff going on with your mouth. You could have some stuff going on with your lips. I mean, so you having several sexual partners increases the chances of a health situation. An STD being passed on, or, you know, just COVID. I mean, whatever. So I think I definitely would consider someone that has multiple partners, someone that prides themselves on saying, you know, living the hippie life, you know, just free love. I think, yeah, I would be concerned about that. You know, I just told my homeboy, I was like, look, I said, hey, I mean, if you've gotten to know her and you feel like, you know, she's cool, then, I mean, her past shouldn't be a deterrent. But if her past situations are currently, you know, you're currently having to be reminded. Now, this is what I mean. Suppose you live in the same city with all of these sexual partners. Suppose you guys are going to the same club, you're going to the same church, you're going to the same daycare. Like, you have to constantly be reminded, hey, that's a person that my wife or my husband, my boyfriend or my girlfriend slept with. Now, that is different. That is different. Will that be too much? Will that be too much for your ego? Will that be too much for your bravado? Will that be too much for, you know, the energy that's being put out? You always have to say, well, there goes one of my sexual partners. And of course, you know, people that felt like they were intimate with you, maybe more than one occasion, they're always going to have this way that they deal with you. That's always seems intimate, that always seems to a certain extent inappropriate. So are you standing there looking like, look at this, look at this? I don't know. That probably would be too much. That probably, in that sense, it probably would be too much. Probably would be too much. So I could definitely get that point of view or whatever case it be. So I guess it just depends on where these sexual partners were and how much interaction with those partners would you have. But I don't think you should be condemned for your past. I think the issue comes when if you make your past your present, like some type of way you're still connected to your past to the point where now you have to constantly be reminded of it. I think that would, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say, you know, that's why I don't do relationships. Hey, I just pay for it. You know, I just pay my $40 and I leave the room. Well, my thought process, sir, ma'am, is that you're not paying for respect at the end of the day. And I think a lot of people they want some type of respect when doing certain things, and I think that, no, if you want respect, you're gonna have to pay for that. Like, you ever meet those people that's been like, for some reason, in the first couple of minutes during the conversation, they're asking you, you know what I'm saying, to buy them something or to pay for something, or, you know, to me, that's a turnoff for me. Because my thought process, if you could buy it yourself, if you could pay for it yourself, then you would. I think it's a turnoff for me to meet someone, whether in a club environment, some type of social event or whatever case be, where you meet someone and it's like, hey, I'm just, you know, we're just having a friendly, polite chat or whatever, and your next couple of words is what you gonna buy me and what you gonna do for me and what, you know, like, you know, if I want to, you know, get a pet, $40 pet, you know, I don't know. I think guys, you know, expect if they pay for a female, for them to, you know, for that female to respect them. And I don't think you paying for respect. I think if a woman says, oh, well, give me $40, and I'm just saying $40, but the fact of the matter is, when you put a price tag on yourself, you put a price tag on your vagina, you put a price tag on your penis, when you start doing those types of things, people start looking at you kind of crazy. And I think you got to be mindful. A lot of people say, okay, well, hey, you know, I want you to pay my light bill. I want you to pay my car note. I want you to pay my, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know. If you're just meeting a person and they ask you to pay for something, how does that make you feel? Man or woman? How does that make you feel? Like they say, you know, oh, well, I want you to pay, you know, take me to the mall, I want to go shopping or whatever. Like you're just now meeting this person. Do you feel, what's appropriate to do? What's appropriate to do? If you're just now meeting a person, what's the appropriate thing to do financially? Like if I meet you in a club, should I, you know, buy you a drink? If I meet you in the mall, am I obligated to buy you a bag or a pair of shoes? Or like, what's the responsible thing, of the appropriate thing to do? Because I was talking to a friend of mine, she's a female, and you know, she was like, you know, only broke men talk about them having to spend money on women. And I was thinking, I was like, well, because we talk about knowing our worth a lot, right? We talk about knowing our worth a lot, or whatever case may be. And if you are a man, you know, that's financially stable, you got your shit together, whatever case may be, you know, or a woman, you know, you got your shit together, whatever the case may be, should you just be saying, well, here, take this money? First 5 minutes in the conversation, here, I'll buy you this, or I'll do this for you, or whatever the case may be. What is a reasonable thing to ask for when you're just meeting someone? Me personally, I don't think when you're first meeting someone, you should be financially obligated to take care of them. I remember, nothing recent, but I remember talking to a woman, and she was saying, and she was doing something with her house or something, some type of remodeling or something, or whatever the case may be, right? And she was like, you should come over and help me paint a wall, like for a room, like a room. And I was just like, won't you pay somebody to do that? I said, it ain't my house. And I remember getting into this long debate, you know, about, you know, labor and time. Like if a man, I'm curious, because if a man wants to spend time with you and gets to know you, right? Do you feel like that's free labor? Do you feel like that's free labor? Do you feel like, okay, well, I'm just going to ask him to come paint the wall or whatever the case may be? Should he have an expectation of you? Ladies, can you imagine meeting a man and he says, you know, I'm getting ready to, you know, clean my house up or whatever. Won't you come over here and help me clean my house up? How would you feel about that, ladies? I'm curious, Tough Love family. I got questions. Raspberry said, no, hell no. Jetty LaRue says, I think dudes got to realize that chicks change how they behave with your wallet. When someone y'all started thinking because you paid dinner, he's owed the booty that night. Okay. But what about what I'm saying? What about what I'm saying? If a man asks you to come over and help him clean up his home, y'all just start dating. Like you let's say you fresh in 30 days. Y'all went on a couple dates or whatever case may be. Should you, if he asks you to come clean up his home, should you go clean up his home? Raspberry says, yes, don't ask for anything of someone that you are not willing to do. Okay. It's all hot air. I'm sorry, I'm not helping him clean up his house. That's what I feel. She was like, oh, I'm getting ready to paint a room in my house. I was like, oh, okay, good luck with that. And she was like, that's what's wrong with y'all, man. Y'all ain't willing to put in the work. And I'm like, first of all, hold on. Stop. Pause. First of all, I never been to your house. Again, we just met. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even really been 30 days. But for you to be like, come over here and paint a home that I've never been to, I've never spent the night, I've never ate a meal over there, I just think that's a bit much. Me personally. You see what I'm saying? But there are some people out there that feel this is just a part of the process. How many people feel like this is a part of the process? I see you, Jenny. I see you. I just think that it's a lot of people who feel like, you know, I'm going to make you pay for things, or I'm going to make you take me places. And my thought process is, this is just, to me, just being, you know what I'm saying, I feel at a certain degree a wise man, because I feel like if you secure the bag, right, that's securing the person. And this is what I mean by that. If you feel like this person is stable mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, they're stable, they got their stuff together, they can afford a lunch, you know, they can afford to maybe go on a trip, they can afford to cover certain expenses, cool. Secure the person though. Secure the person. Make sure that you're locked in with the person. Make sure that you are compatible with the person. You are supportive with the person, because if you are supportive with the person is the bag. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Instead of trying to say, well, I want you to pay for this, I want you to buy me a bag, I want you to take me on this trip, and I want you to do this. Well, my thought process is, if you secure the person, you're also securing the bag. So why get the $40 when you can get the $40,000? You understand what I'm saying? Like, people's mindset kind of be off. So when you say, okay, well, it only costs $40 to hit the butt, right, to get the booty, right? Well, you're not paying for respect. You're not paying for loyalty. You're not paying for an abundance of companionship. You're paying for that particular moment. And I think a lot of men and a lot of women, stay with the analogy. I think a lot of people feel like if they ask up front, well, will you pay my light bill, or will you pay my car note? And my thought process is, if you could pay your light bill and your car note, why would you ask someone else to do it? Secure the bag. The bag is the man. The bag is the female. It should be no financial support within the first 30 days other than just casual dating. It shouldn't be, well, I don't live in your home, but I'm paying for things in your home. Well, suppose you that person with all of those lovers and exes or whatever. So let me get it straight. I'm paying the light bill for somebody else to come in and turn the lights out or on after beating your back in. Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. Can you imagine that? Secure the person is the bag. I'm telling you, man, I was in this one chat, right? I was in a chat, and, you know, everybody kind of texting, saying what they're saying or whatever. And it was like this overwhelming push of, you know, women that were not financially stable, that did not have what they needed in real life, that had this overwhelming requirement for what men needed to have in order to date them. And my thought process is, and this goes for men and women, but the thought process is, it is very difficult for someone to take you serious. That means, like, your requirement of me is to take you on trips every month, but you can't take yourself on trips once a year. I want y'all to think about this. Right? I want y'all to think about this. Your requirement of someone else is to do more for you than you can do for yourself. And you call it fair. Ladies, he expects you to cook, clean, sex him, wait on him hand and foot, but won't put a ring on your finger. The requirement just seems a bit much. It's a lot. You want me to be loyal to you, but lack loyalty to me. You want me to be trustworthy to you, but you lack that same trustworthiness to me. It's like I'm giving a lot, and that's what my thought process is. It's like people demand a lot, but get little in return. And now it's like this big thing financially where people kind of push the narrative of, well, how much can I get out of you up front? That's really what it's about. How much can I get out of you up front? You're just meeting a man. Hey, let's go on a date. Blah, 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 blah. It's like doing the date. It's like, oh yeah, I really want these shoes. Okay, these shoes are like $600. Hold on, wait a minute. Pause. Time out. Well, hold on, wait. Fellas, stay with fellas. Y'all gonna like this, fellas. I gotta do this for the fellas. Ladies, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Time. Pause. Step to the side. Step to the sit over there. Imagine, fellas, you pick up a woman. Y'all maybe headed to a movie, you know, grabbing a bite to eat or whatever case be. Let's run down the price range. Okay, the movie, popcorn, all of that other stuff. It's probably gonna be under $50, right? You guys decide, okay, after that, you want to kind of go get, you know what I'm saying, early dinner, nothing major, whatever case to be. Let's just say that's maybe, depending on where you go, let's just say 150, maybe 150. Let's say 150. Okay. So automatically, you know what I'm saying, maybe that's like a $200 date, maybe. So suppose during the date, she whips out her phone, you know what I'm saying, and she starts looking at shoes for some reason. And she says, man, you know what I'm saying, could you get these for me? Now, hold on. You've been dating her for probably less than 30 days. She shows you a pair of shoes. It's like $600-800 or whatever case may be. My thought process is this. Should you buy the shoes? You know how you be parked somewhere and it's like it'd be a lot of parking spaces, but somebody like parked right next to you? Like, I don't know why they do. Golly, man. Jesus Christ. I'm on my live. I'm trying to. I can't even live my best life. I can't even live my best life, y'all. I can't even do a video. Look at this. Oh Lord. Oh, watch you hit my door. Watch it. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Watch it. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Respect your elders, Mario. Respect your elders, Mario. They could be gone tomorrow. They could be gone tomorrow. Don't. Oh Lord. Please don't touch my truck. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. They're looking straight at me. They're giving me don't say nothing ass looks. Okay. They standing right there, y'all. They looking right into my car right now. They're walking away. Oh, look back. You look back. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay, back to this. Because they're alone. I drove my ex-man's car. Let me move into the sun. Move into the shade. Let me see. No, I just think that if somebody, I be seeing requests like that, like, you know, there we go. I be seeing requests like, you know, what somebody should buy you, and my thought process is, you know, I don't know. I be kind of thinking like, you know, if you're asking somebody to buy you $600-800 pairs of shoes, you know, or like the guy that you're dating, he was like, oh, I want a PlayStation. Like, well, go get it. Now, if y'all serious and y'all committed to each other, you know, then cool. But I think that within the first like 30 days or you know, I don't think that you should be having to say, well, I'm spending $10,000 on you just to date you. Like, I don't think that's necessary. And I think that's why a lot of people get into situations where it's just like the man, of course, because it's like, to me, ladies, if you allow a man to throw a lot of money at you or whatever case may be, you know what I'm saying, you got to think about how many times that man has done the same thing with another woman. He's buying you. He's leasing you. He's taking this expensive car for a ride because there was no real emotion. There was no real intimacy in regards to getting to know you. It's like, okay, hey, she got a fat butt, she got a nice breast, okay, cool, she'll look good on my arm or whatever case may be. I'll throw a couple dollars at her. And the ladies, see, here's the thing, I think that it's different when you can do things for yourself. When you can do things for yourself, like you can go take yourself on trips, you can go buy this, you can, you know what I'm saying? You have access, you have network ability, you have a sense of success. I think it's different when you meet someone else that's successful. You guys carry yourself differently. But when you're dealing with somebody who is not mentally, emotionally, physically, or financially stable, they always request more of you. And that's what I see people that are not financially stable. It's always a requirement on the other person to carry them. It's always a requirement, like what you need to buy me. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a turnoff, because I'm just like, well, I don't even see you in $600 shoes. So why would you ask me to buy you $600 shoes? That seems crazy to me. And then you don't even know me. Like, first of all, what's my favorite color? What's my favorite football team? What college did I go to? You know what I'm saying? How many times did I take a shit last week? Like, you don't know anything about me, but you feel comfortable saying, well, how about these $600 shoes? So you want this $200 date, you want $600 shoes. So I'm out $800 and I really don't even know you. I'm just saying. Imagine, ladies, a guy coming out, hey, you, for some reason you picking him up. He gets in the car. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, same thing. $50 movie, $150 dinner, whatever the case may be, you know, $200 in. And he pulls up a PlayStation. Talking about, hey, can you get this for me? What would you say? How would you feel? How does it feel? I'm just saying. How would you feel if someone say, hey, check this out right here. Go ahead, can you get that for me? So all of a sudden they got a light bill they got to pay. All of a sudden, you know, they behind 3 payments on their car note. Like, how would you feel just meeting someone and they tell you, this is what I want you to buy me or do for me? And my thought process is, I thought we were just getting to know each other. Because now you're showing me that, you know, you looking at me as a meal ticket. How many people felt used in a relationship? Like they started off like asking for small stuff, and then before you know it, well, now you have a monthly obligation to them. You have a monthly obligation to them. Let me get to some of these comments. I feel like it's a need for it. What time was I born at the hospital? Facts, queen. Facts, queen. Mercy. I don't even date guys that don't seem like they will buy me things if they are their pocket and their heart, then I don't even bother. Let me see. When you say buy you things, what type of things are you talking about, Jada LaRue? It's all hot air. I don't date something like that. I want you to. I like men. Okay, and I agree with it. If you see a broken light, fix it. I get all of that, but I think the issue is that when you first meet someone, you're in the courting phase, you guys are getting to know one another. I don't think there should be a financial obligation. I don't think that man is required to cover your living conditions, your driving, your upkeep in regards to your hair. I don't think that's his responsibility. I don't think that's her responsibility. She got to pay for your haircut. She got to pay for your car note. I just feel like you should take care of you. Right now, it's conversation, it's courtship, you know, it's not, oh, well, here's the money, you know, X, Y, and Z. Now, some people, that's how they date. Let's be real. Some people, that's how they date. You know, it's what you can buy me, where you can take me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All dates don't have to be expensive. Should you want to splurge from time to time? I think splurging is cool, but I think thinking outside the box is even better. Doing something that you don't normally do. You know, whether it's a hot air balloon ride or, you know what I'm saying, going to feed the ducks at the park. Like, you can be creative with it. And a lot of times I notice that when there's only one person being spontaneous in a relationship, that's draining. When there's only one person that is creative when it comes to not just sex, but meals, traveling, when they're creative, it gets tiresome if only one person is giving that effort, keeping that energy. So that's something that you guys need to be aware of too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're very vocal with your partner and let them know, him or her know, that, you know what I'm saying, your requirements up front. And I think a lot of people don't state their requirements up front. If you are a person that requires a man to say, I'm going to come in the first 30 days and start paying all your bills, then yeah, say that up front. But I think what happens is the statements or the requirements are not laid out up front. I think that's what happens. What happens is you think that, you know what I'm saying, you're getting someone that's cool, calm, and collective, you know, got their stuff together, whatever. And then before you know it, it's like, okay, well, you know, I need money for my mortgage this month. It's like, wait, hold on, wait. I just met you last month. How are you 6 months behind on your mortgage? Like, what the fuck? If I start dating someone 30 days and you worry about what's in my pockets, that's a turn off for me. But see, here's the thought process. That goes for men and women. If you start worrying about what's in my pockets, what's in my bank account, that's a turn off for me. Like, let's date. On the date, whatever comes with the date, cool. But when you start saying, okay, I want the date, plus I want my bills paid. I want the date, plus I want you to buy me, you know what I'm saying, a purse or shoes or PlayStation. Like it's like, hold on, wait. What about the date? What about getting to know one another? And I just think that a lot of people, for some reason, I don't know if it's a sense of entitlement. I don't know if they're just rolling the dice, seeing where they can go. But I think a lot of people, they're worried about getting that $40. Y'all know what I mean by 40? Like, you're worrying about just this price right here, when if you take the time to get to know that person and build with that person and learn that person, become a partner and a confidant, a teammate of that person, then you'll get what that person has access to. But it's almost like, well, let me just get this purse out of them. Let me just get this PlayStation out of them. Let me get this out of her. And I just feel like you're cutting yourself short. But a lot of you guys kind of expose yourself. And that's what I told my friends. You know what I'm saying? I told my friends, like, when we was having a conversation, because she was just like, well, you know, I test men. And I was like, well, what do you mean? I test him. I'll ask him to buy me a $600 purse just to see what he'll say. Now, if he's a simp, he's probably gonna buy it. But are you man enough to say, I'm not buying you no purse? Like, are you man enough to say it? How many fellas in the chat right now would be like, nah, I'm not buying you that? Or because you either you're getting to know her, you haven't had sex with her, whatever, so you say, okay, I'm gonna do it, and maybe this will be, you know what I'm saying, what gets me into the underwear. So she says she knows right then and there what type of man she's dealing with. When I say buy things, I mean whatever he feels I'd want, need, or desire without trying to get the cookies for it, no matter the cost. I hear you. Yeah, what do you care about the person? It's all hot air. I get it. Like, my thought process is, when I first meet a woman, I don't require her to take care of me. Like, you know, I don't require her to, I don't make requests financially of her. What I want is her time. I want to get to know her. I want to understand her goals, her attributes, you know, a little bit about her background, you know, whether she has children. I mean, I want to know her. I'm not saying when we first meet, oh, this is what I need financially. Like, fuck, man. To the left. Fuck, dude. Like, seriously. And I just feel like there's a lot of people out there, the first thing they say is financially. And it's like, Now, there's a conversation that needs to be had when you guys decide to get serious about finances, of course, definitely. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that, hey, you know what, things are getting serious, you know what I'm saying? And as we begin to merge more, you know, I definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, know more about the financial side of the house and et cetera, et cetera. But I think when you guys are first getting together, I don't think what you can get out the person is important. I think learning the person is important, but for some reason it's what you can get out the person versus learning the person. So when she said, you know, she tests guys and say, okay, well, hey, I want you to buy me this purse, this $600 purse, and just to see if the guy is going to say, you know, yay or nay. You know, I haven't had nobody do that to me. Like, I haven't had anybody like, but I'm trying to figure out how would I act to that? Like, how would I respond to someone saying, well, buy me this purse? Queen Mercy says parasites. You're probably right. Definitely, you're probably right. Rodney, what's up, man? My opinion, if you are just out of a relationship, you should not buy or pay for anything for the first 6 months on both sides. That's a long time, Rodney. 6 months is a long time. I think that it's a good rule though. Like, some people have a 90-day rule. They're not sleeping with the person for 90 days. However, they're sleeping with other people, so it don't matter if they're getting sex from you for the 90 days. Ladies, hey, listen, don't let me debunk anything. Don't let me debunk anything. Steve Harvey, come over here. Get some of this stuff, love. They ain't worried about pressing you for sex because they're having sex with other people. Think about it, ladies. Come on. It ain't just because he's a nice guy. It's because he's not pressuring you for 90 days because he's having sex elsewhere. So that's why it's easy to hold out. Oh, okay. Yep, you get ready to go sleep. Okay, see you later. Oh, okay, yeah, you ain't got time. Okay, no problem. Just saying. But yeah, 6 months is a while, you know what I'm saying? I just think that during the course of regular dating, because here's the thought process, right? Let's say you guys are dating for 90 days. Now, in that 90 days, guess what's happening? Birthdays are probably happening, maybe. Holidays are probably happening, maybe. Special events are probably happening, maybe. So there's a lot of things that can happen. If you guys are going to an orchestra, you're going to see a play, you're going to a museum, you know, you're going to a amusement park. You know, there's things that's going to happen that's going to require, you know, somebody to say, hey, I got it, don't worry about it, I'm gonna pay for it, etc., etc., etc. So I think that, to me, is reasonable. That is reasonable. I think it's not reasonable within the first 90 days, or you guys are really not being serious and don't really know each other, to be like, buy me a bag, you know, buy me a car, buy me, like, hold on, wait a minute, wait, chill. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. I don't think it has anything to do with broke. I think it's knowing your worth, knowing your value. It's not that you can't afford it. Okay, well, hey, all right, how much is it? Okay, cool. But I just think that, again, what he said, I don't know, it say ain't tricking if you got it. Well, the thought process is, will someone love you if you're buying them stuff, or will they love the money that you're using to buy them stuff? That means you're replaceable. You're replaceable. They don't know you. They're not getting to know you, right? They appreciate what they're getting from you, but the fact of the matter is, what's the difference between you and the next person that can do it? Because here's what happens when you start buying people, because that's what it is. You're buying them. You're giving them their $40. Here's your $40. You're not buying respect, sir, ma'am. You're not buying respect. You're buying them. Oh, I'm sorry. You're leasing them. Because when you buy something, it's yours. But you're not buying them. You're leasing them, and they're getting whatever they can get up front. You know, whether it's the PlayStation or the shoes or the car note or whatever they're getting out of you, and then they're moving on to the next person. That's a person that when you bring them around your friends, guess what? Their head is always going to be on the swivel. Whether they're males or females, their head always going to be on the swivel when you're going out to eat, when you're going to a club, or whatever the case may be, because they're always looking for the next best thing. And that's why a lot of people leave situations feeling vindictive, bitter, because they feel like they put so much into the relationship and then they got so little in return. So I can see a woman that says, okay, well, hey, I brought him a PlayStation. I paid for all his haircuts. I paid his back taxes. Like, she did all of these things financially, and then at the end of the day, she got nothing in return. And I think that's what happens. A lot of people expect you to do things financially up front, and they don't know you. And I would ask someone, and this is what I would say as something to combat some things. Someone says they want you to purchase like a major ticket item. For some people, major ticket items would be something over $500. Maybe for some people, right? So I want you to purchase something that's over $500 or whatever case it be. The question is, do they know your favorite color? Do they know your favorite hobby? Do they know you? Have they taken the time to know you based on their request? Did they do more research on requesting the item that they wanted versus doing more research on having a conversation with you? I think that would get you out of whatever. Okay, if a man requests ladies, that he wants you to buy him a $500 watch. Okay, tell you what, if you can answer these 5 questions, I'll get you your watch. What's my favorite color? What's my favorite movie to watch? Just reasonable question. Listen, don't ask them anything hard, okay? Jesus Christ. Don't ask on what time, what day did I stump my toe on the bed. Like, y'all gonna ask them some hard because you don't want to buy the goddamn watch. Just say what it is. You don't want to buy the goddamn watch. Shit. Asking me some hard questions. What answer did I get wrong on my SAT? I don't know. Jesus Christ, I just get my own watch then. I just get my own watch. I save up. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I can just imagine people asking some hard ass questions. For real. I can just imagine y'all just asking people some hard ass. Don't blame me, y'all, because they ask y'all some hard. I'm just saying it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain level of realism that comes with request. And I think that a lot of people are delusional. Like, they have these delusions of grandeur. Like, I'm just going to request you do X, Y, and Z. And that goes for men and women. It's no one-sided over here. It goes for men and women. A lot of people do these financial requests. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me my $40. Well, okay. But I'm telling you, once you make that request, you're not, if he buys you a purse, it's not because he respects you. It's not because he loves you. It's not because, oh yeah, this, I want her to be my future wife. No, he thinks he's making a deposit for the vagina. She buys you a watch, she's making a deposit for the penis. They're not getting to know you. That's why I said that $40 is not, it's not getting you a companion. It's getting you someone, just a liability. I mean, that's how I look at it. You look at people, are they assets or are they liabilities? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite and movie? That's a good one. That's a good one. I know he wouldn't spend that much on a watch, but he spends much on me. Okay. I think it's about a certain level of realism, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Now, if people are not trying to get to know you for you, then there's no need to ask for any type of financial reimbursement. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you ain't getting to know me, but here you go. Here goes my credit card. Here goes a couple $100. Here goes, like, I just think that, to me, if you knew your worth, then you would value how you spend your money. You would value it. JB lurking in the building. Salute. He be over there spitting some fire. You can never buy love. Exactly. You're leasing these people. That's why I say when you do the whole $40, it's like, well, they're putting a price tag on what you can get. This $40 is going to get you a little time with me. But that don't mean I'm gonna love you. That don't mean I'm gonna be trustworthy. The minute that you're not in front of my face, I'm going to be on to the next one. Well, here's a thought process. You can take that $40, probably throw another $10 with it, and then take somebody on a date that really want to get to know you versus somebody requesting, give me my $40 up front. Hell, if that's the case, you might as well say, hey, keep your money, right? Or I'll keep my money and take myself to the movies. I'm gonna tell you what's an awesome feeling. Let me tell you guys what's an awesome feeling. I was dating this one female, and it's not that she had an issue with me trying to pay for whatever, but it was like she made sure that I knew I didn't have to pay for whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was never one of those situations where it's like, well, I'll do something. I'll go, hey, here's a card for dinner or whatever case may be, and I'll leave, go to the bathroom, wash up, clean up, whatever, and I'll come back and it's a different card in there. I'm like, this ain't my card. She's like, oh no, that's my card. Now, I didn't tell you to pay for it. No. But to me, it just sent the message like, I am appreciated that the time that we're sharing is not about finances. It's about getting to know me. It's about enjoying the company that we're keeping together. And I always, and even to this day, like, we're still good friends. I told us I always respected those. I mean, to me, I think it's an act of kindness. I think it's an act of generosity, just to be like, hey, I got it. Like, we'll go, okay, we're going on this trip or whatever case may be, and it's like, okay, cool, hey, I'll do this, or I'll do, I just thought it was cool. Because you can, let's be honest, y'all, you can find anybody to take on a trip, especially if you're footing the bill. Come on, fellas, ladies, you can find anybody to go on a trip. Anybody in a club, you be like, man, I'm thinking about going to Jamaica next week. You free? Yeah, you ain't got to pay anything. You just got to come and look good. You can, I mean, let's just be real. Let's just be real. But the fact of the matter is, imagine taking someone on a trip that wants to get to know you. That there's no requirement of continuously paying for things. They just really want to be around you, really want to get to know you. I think that is a special thing, and I think a lot of people are missing those special moments because they're dealing with people who are just trying to, somebody said it earlier, parasites. They're just trying to latch themselves on to you and get whatever they can get from you, and then it's off to the next one. And then y'all, you people with good hearts, you people that have worked for what it is that you have, you people that find your time to be valuable, you have to deal with these parasites. And then that's what makes you bitter. That's what makes you feel used. That's what makes you scratch your head and say, how dare you waste my time? How dare you do that? I agree, Queen. I agree. I just got offered a free trip. Too bad I can't go. No doubt. But yeah, I mean, I understand that there's a lot of people who, again, promote the, it ain't tricking if you got it. And to them, hey, salute, or whatever case may be. But as we talk about empowering, we talk about the betterment for women, we talk about the betterment for men, we talk about, all of these things, we also have to talk about when you're getting to know someone, what is the requirement? Are you stating what you're looking for up front? If you guys are looking for a sugar daddy, you're looking for, a sugar mama, whatever case may be, then those things, hey, say those things up front. But a lot of times, of course, people are not brave enough to do that. Some people are brave enough to say it up front, right? But a lot of times the person's actions will showcase what they're there for, what they're really trying to get out of the situation. If I meet you and within the first week you're laying out these past due bills, or you're telling me that you want, so it's not the time that you want, it's not even the penis that you want, it's the finance part. Well, that means you're replaceable. Ladies, that means you're replaceable. Fellas, that means you're replaceable. If it's not about getting to know you, and it's about taking from your pocket, taking the coins from your wallet, then you're replaceable. And then you got to think about how many other people they're dealing with that are doing the same thing. Okay, I got a guy to pay for the light bill, I got a guy to pay for the cable, I got a guy to pay for my hair. That don't make you special, sir, because you paying $40. Ma'am, that don't make you special. That don't, you're not winning respect. Jada LaRue says, now the past due bills and stuff is funny. I'm just saying, bro, I'm telling you, hey, I'm sure y'all seen a lot too. I've definitely seen a lot. I'm telling you, being a club, dolled out, looking like, whoa, Lord have mercy, whoa, looking like $1 million. Don't have $1 to your name. And be like, oh, well, I need you to, you don't need me to do anything. You need to get a job. You need to get a job. Sir, ma'am, you need to get a job. Just imagine meeting somebody at anywhere, at any location, and you guys start dating, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden now it's like, oh yeah, by the way, let's talk about these bills I got. Well, I ain't asked you about your bills. Oh, Jesus Christ. I ain't asked you about your bills, you know what I'm saying? Those your bills with your name on it. You know what I'm saying? So you see you when you get here. I'm just saying, when you arrive, let me know. When you get here. Now, I understand we got problems, but you coming with, it's more than problems. You coming with chaos. We can deal with problems, but you coming with chaos. That's what you're doing right now. I'm just saying. What if you are financially stable at your room? I want him a special time with me. I think people, some people, everybody don't come ready-made. I mean, we talk about being financially stable. Everybody don't come ready-made. You know what I'm saying? People, here's the thought process. You can have all the finances in the world, but be mentally broke. All the finances in the world, but be emotionally broke. Like, so it's like, it's a up and down. It's a seesaw. So it doesn't matter if you have finances, and the other things are on zero. The other things are depleted. I think a lot of people say, it's about money, but it's not just about money. It's about a balance. Do you have access to the things that you need to have? You know what I'm saying? Are you able to be in a relationship and able to be an asset to the relationship? You can have, it's funny, you can have money and still be a liability to the relationship. How many people agree with that? You can have money, but still be a major liability to the relationship mentally and emotionally. I've seen it. Have all the money in the world, but for some reason, mentally and emotionally, you're broke. You're broke. You have a jealousy tendency. You have low self-esteem, but you got all the money in the world. Hey, I can buy what I want to buy. But emotionally and mentally, you can't be in you're not good and productive in the relationship. Morally bankrupt. Not just broke, but broken. You're exactly right, Knowledge. You're exactly right. The thought process, and that's why I said people have to be mindful when they say, you're broke. I'm saying, oh, you broke. You broke. Well, the thought process is, are you broke emotionally? Are you broke physically? Are you broke mentally? Are you broke financially? Are you broke spiritually? And I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like, imagine if I'm in a relationship with someone else, right? And let's just say they got all the money in the world, right? They got all the money in the world. So financially, shit, we good. But the fact of the matter is, you got all the money, but you are an insecure person. You have low self-esteem. You don't know how to handle situations. So the thought process is, we're always going to be on the outs. We're always going to be on rough tide because there's no growth with that. So yeah, we can go buy the cars, we can take the trips, we can buy the homes, we can do all of these great things, but the thought process is there's always going to be a level of foolery and fuckery. There's always going to be major trials and tribulations because of how you are mentally and emotionally. So don't let somebody fool you thinking because they have money and they're buying you that they're whole, that they're complete, that they're solid, because that's not the case. And that's why I said I had a woman, you know, who was like, oh, well, let me buy you this and buy you that. And it made me feel uncomfortable. And I'm be honest with y'all, it made me feel uncomfortable because I was like, well, why is it that, you know, and some people just like to give. I know it could be their love language. I got you. I understand. Okay. But I was wondering, because you know, sometimes, you know, when somebody give you a gift, you don't think about, well, what do they want in return? What do they want in return? And this was the thing that was happening. They were mentally broken. They were emotionally broken, so they couldn't process simple things. It was just like, and the things that I was trying to do, they were trying to hinder because they had this jealous tendency. So it was like, oh yeah, financially, let me throw money at you. Financially, let me buy you gifts. You know, let me give you your $40 up front. But what you wanted me to inherit with your gifts that you was giving me, right? You wanted me to inherit your broken mentality, your lack of communication skills, your lack of understanding, your lack of being able to actually be productive and think positive. So don't think because someone comes with a lot of finances that emotionally and mentally they're up to par, because then you would be living in a delusion. You will be living in delusion. But I'm actually getting real excited. Meeting me at the level I am right now. I think, like I said, you know, people don't come ready-made, and you have to make that decision when you meet someone and you find out their story, you know, and no one best tells their story like them. You know, I'm not talking about a third party. I'm talking about them telling you their story. I think it's important to make an assessment and say, okay, well, this is something I either can deal with or I won't tolerate. Zero tolerance for. You know, some people want to date people who, you know, don't have any kids. Some people want to date people who only have, you know, good credit. Some people want to date, you know, so you have to ask yourself, is the person sitting or standing in front of you, man or woman, are they worth it? And I hate to say this, but you have to define if they're going to be an asset to your life. That's what happens, you guys. I mean, whether you want to say it or not, once you tell your story, the other person decides if you're going to be an asset to their life, whether they do it subconsciously or they do it verbally. They are assessing you. This person is going to be an asset. This person is going to be a good communicator. This person is going to be a good mother, a good dad, a good lover, a good companion, a good friend, a good teammate, a good partner. They're assessing you based on your story. Not just your past, we were talking about earlier, you know, being promiscuous, having a whole lot of sex partners. But here's the thought process. You could have had a lot of sex partners, right? And if you've had a lot of sex partners and you've come to the fruition of, you know what, hey, I'm really just looking for that one person that I can love and I can cherish and I can honor, I can respect. Understood. Got it. But the real thought process is, you know, how much unperfect you're going to deal with. Let me say this again. How much unperfect, because nobody's perfect. So what is it about you? Okay, you got your finances right. Okay, cool. You're an entrepreneur. Okay, great. You know, you got good credit. Okay, great. You know, you God-fearing. Okay, great. But emotionally, you're all over the place. You know, mentally, you just, you know, for some reason when it comes to relationships, you're just not there. So the thought process is, well, am I willing to work with it? And really, that's what it boils down to. It's all hot air. Jada LaRue, it's Miss Carolyn, it's really, am I willing to work with it? Am I willing to take the time to make it better? Am I willing to be patient enough to help it grow, to build it, to compromise? Okay. You don't have a 750 credit score. You got 693. Can I work with it? Can I work with it? Do I got time to help you fix your credit? You don't drive a Jag. You got a Honda, but you keep it clean. Oh yeah. But it's wheels. It's you can get from A to B. Okay. Can I work with it? Can I work with it? Will I be patient enough to deal with it? I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Am I patient enough to deal with you being unperfect? How much unperfect will I tolerate? Salute, Keith. I see you. The comment he said is in the building. Salute. That's really what it boils down to. How much unperfect will I deal with? And for us, our unperfect level tolerance is different. Everybody unperfect level tolerance is different. You got how many kids? Nah, I'm good. Your credit score is what? Nah, I'm good. Your baby daddy did what? Nah, I'm good. Your baby mama doing what? I'm good. You negative about life all the time? Nah, I'm good. You're emotionally draining? I'm good. It's different. It's different. Some people have a zero tolerance for fuck shit, for negativity, for drama, and it's like, you know how many people I had to say, man, listen, I am good on you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've told people I'm good on you and meant that wholeheartedly. Like, I don't give a shit what the situation is. I am not going to tolerate that shit. And when I tell you I've made some people mad, whoo, Lord, I'm good on you. Like, you do too much. You take things too far. And it's like, I'm good on you. And here's the thing. People get upset when you know your worth. When you understand your value and the tolerance level that you have. Just say it. When you sit down and you go through relationships and you realize you start to, of course, you should always do a self-evaluation, of course, right? And you start to say, you know what, I don't ever want to be in that type of situation again. I don't ever want to feel that bad again. I don't ever want to be disrespected like that again. You start to say, as soon as I see the signs, can I talk to somebody in the back? The second things start going left. Now there's sometimes you can lean left. Sometimes, you know, there can be dark skies ahead. Okay, a little turbulence. Okay, cool. But when you start tilting the scales to the point where it's always tilted, everything's about negativity, everything's about drama, you must then say, fuck it, I'm out. I don't care what the situation is. And when you have the intestinal fortitude to tell someone, I'm done. When you have the common sense, the courage to say, you're not my cup of tea, and I wish you well. I'm telling you, you're gonna piss somebody off. You know how many people I had to piss off? But I encourage you to piss them off, because here's the thought process. I would rather be alone and happy than together and frustrated. God damn! Sad, pissed off. Huh? I'm good, I'm straight. Like, keep it moving, move around. And when they see, they see that you ain't really rocking with them, you don't really feel them like that, it's just like, oh my God, let me say a bunch of shit. Well, you can say what you want to say. I just want my peace. I just want to go to sleep and wake up and feel at peace. You can say whatever you saying over there. Whatever reason you need to say that we broke up or I'm not dealing with you, you go ahead and say it. Fine, that's cool. Say whatever you want to say. But it's about my peace. And I'm telling you right now, what length will you go for your peace? Who will you cut off to validate your peace? Some of you guys are living with the most toxic, vile people ever. Dealing with people who don't give two shits about you, want to drag you into every type of situation, beef, gossip, drama, and it's like, well, that's love. I love to argue. That's just love. That ain't love. I don't know why you think it's love. I don't know why you're excited to promote it as love, but that's not love. You can ordain it to be something else, but please don't confuse it for love. Because if you're saying that's love, what's going to happen is now, especially if you've broken someone with that type of love, they're now going to take that love and go apply it to another situation. And then you're going to leave somebody confused like, is this love? It damn sure hurt a lot. I'm damn sure crying a lot. Some of y'all be under this impression that, you know, calling each other names and bashing one another and you know, pointing the finger and deflecting. Like, you know, people do a great job at finding people to make them feel good about living, promoting fuck shit. I'm just looking for somebody to tell me I'm always right. I'm just looking for somebody to tell me that I do no wrong as a man, no wrong as a woman. I'm just looking for somebody to support me in my delusions of grandeur. And then when you find them, oh Lord, you protect them at all costs. And what happens is, for that 30 minutes to an hour while you're listening to that, you're so empowered, you're so woohoo, you're cheering, you're clapping, you're doing all this great stuff, and then you go back to your reality. And reality tells you that no, you're not perfect. Reality tells you that, hey, you need to slow down, you need to have a positive attitude. Reality tells you that the things that you're doing is self-destructive, but for some reason, it don't sink in. So then you start acting out. You start drinking more, you start smoking more, you start having sex more, you start just doing a whole bunch of craziness, you know. But see, you know what's so crazy is like people will watch you self-destruct. They will tune in real life, in real time, and watch you self-destruct. And won't give two shits. They will wait until you are on the brink of death. They will wait till you're in the hospital fighting for your life because you done got AIDS, because you done got goddamn some type of sickness or something's affecting your health to the point where now today could be your last day. And that's when all of these so-called friends that you had around, because they was around you the whole time. They know. They know when you picked up the drug habit. They know when you picked up the drinking habit. They know when you was out there wilding and every night was a night to have fun and let your hair down and bust it wide open. They know all of those times. And then they're going to see you in the hospital, right? Right? As you know, you can't even talk. Got tubes all on you, whatever. And then they're going to confess to you how great and wonderful you are. They're going to confess to you how they should have stopped you years ago. $40 don't get you respect. They get you a lease. Find someone not worried about $40. Find somebody that's worried about you. That's not willing to sit back and watch you self-destruct. That's not willing to sit back and watch you deflect all your issues. Find somebody that's for you. It's cool that you want to get the bag. The thought process is, anything you buy should make you happy. The things you invest in should make you happy. The time that you spend should make you happy. The thought process is there are a lot of people buying things, investing time into things, and they're not even happy. This is a message in a message. This is a message in a message. Are you happy? with the time and the energy and the effort, the things that you say you're buying, right? You're donating to make you better, to make you happy. Are you happy? Well, that's a simple question. Does body count matter? Well, your mental state matters. Your health matters. That's what matters. You know? People go through all types of things and they different types of coping mechanisms. And I understand that. You know, people feel like, hey, I need to do this in order to cope. And my thought process, if you are a friend, if you are a companion, if you are a family member, if you're someone that cares about someone else, the thought process is don't let your friends self-destruct. Don't let your friends continue to jump into crazy relationships, you know, because they can't be alone. And that's another thing. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother video, you know. But you watch your friend jump in relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, and it's the same routine. And the thought process is when they leave a relationship, for some reason your friend don't understand, boo-boo, honey dip dip, this you. This is you dragging all your bullshit from one relationship destruction to another relationship. $40 don't buy you respect, sir. $40 don't buy you respect, ma'am. $40 get you a lease. They get you a lease on a little conversation, maybe some sex, but it don't. Invest your money wisely. That's the message. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody that hit the like button. And I definitely appreciate everybody that's sharing this message. Salute. Holla at y'all. Dodo.